a company on October 23rd, 2018, which they named, and listen carefully, BNC Communications Bureau Limited. It is important to note that the similarity between the names here, that is BNC, was designed, to engage in a criminal enterprise. Mr. Boahen, who is the head or who was it?
So the blessing is already there. But you see, the difference between successful people and people who are not successful is opportunity and how you are able to
people in private jets and chartered flights from different parts of the world in order to vote for this deadly demonic e-levy. They celebrated it with an e-levy cake and kenke parties to celebrate the money that they borrowed into the country to saddle my children, your children, with debt. Whilst all these drama
to top pressure many pasa ebusuanya asem ketua o we asem ye asia me ba beken kenya asem bi ye bia but nipa no eso ye Kristo ni o ye elder o ye deacon enne ane de asem ba no Assemblies of God for deacon yakwa akwache no o de eboni na wadie ukohwe eye krata ba bonten Attorney General ana Minister of Justice Dominic eye ayeni se ya ye kase wakwa akwache eye opanyini bia din edi eye edu Boahen yache no a wo divert sika $7 million bi edi akwa akoto na private account na eba ne sen ne ekoche eye opanyini kura ensemo aba abonten Black Rasta kabi sanso eneye Attorney General wadini nkomo sanso eneye edu Boahen de nyantene nka so na ye kromfo na yache no na yere kura mu na fra asem no kura British passport ya je afri nsem nyina edi asem ni musora na muti aso dem na mu kan nsem mu kan kuna hyesem maye mu ho motivational speakers bi na nyame ne be ya adin mu nyina mu bokro no wachiri mututo pressure ma boys ni saa katro mu say krono na ye bokobobi na mu nyina abo ene atija na atija na beje na nyankopon na ye nyankopon na bom yesi na mu de nkranhyesem mo hye boys yitrim na mu wi afa achiri eba na saa de say de asem na eba ko ha video ya ogina so de mu preach na tie de wo ka kire boys
that will come into your ministry. So I thank God for this opportunity. What have I learned in my young life? I'm in my very early 40s, really very early 40s. But I see that opportunities must always be seized. We must always seize opportunities. We are aware that everybody is blessed. It is very, very true. You are pastors and you even know more than I am that when God created us, God actually blessed us from the start that we should be fruitful, multiply, and take dominion over all of the earth. So the blessing is already there. But you see, the difference between successful people and people who are not successful is opportunity and how you are able to seize it to your advantage. This is why Solomon mentions in Ecclesiastes, is it 9 verse 11, 12, he says that the race is not to who? It is, or food to whoever. In fact, he goes on and on. He is trying to say that people are successful not just because they were meant to be successful, but time and opportunity, or others say chance, happens to them all. Time and opportunity would happen to all of us sat here today. Time and opportunity happened to me. As you are sitting here today, time and opportunity has happened to you because you've spent time here.
Upon kase ya walk in, yes, so what top pressure my boys need too much. Munya butru. Anyway, who has some by ye baby di hunkomo. Dear Semnes, young Kwakan Krata, almost say full details on why Kwabena Edu Boahen was arrested. Attorney General Dominic Ayeni has confirmed the arrest of Kwabena Edu Boahen, the former Director General of National Signal Bureau, NSB, who is facing charges related to embezzlement, fraud, and illicit financial transactions obi a oyɛ asɔre elder na asɔre Deacon say ho ahwan Assemblies of God krono a ɔbɔ no anya asɛm ketwa Boahen, who served as the head of the NSB from 2017 until the departure of February 2025, is accused of diverting millions of Ghana cedis of state funds into personal account. The arrest follows a complex investigation by the Economic and Organization Crime (ECO), which began after Boahen allegedly attempted to invade authorities by flying out of the country. Well, yes, can have you after don't have any be wrong. Once a castle will see a businessman be and can bia. Or ye Christo near was stand so ye Deacon. Obekas we nipa. You into a nipo, but some rebel Bible more as some one bedi and nimono, as a mudiso. Or Bible mu, when I some way example life bima, Yanekwana, Yan Deacon, one, you share me a Deacon, one fast remembers on fa Christopher for Ghana, or no we are Daniel free Ghana, ya son a penchy, and now master who know because we Deacon. Title now, when the Tom Hoson and what do you? As some way title no word you ma. Deacon Yesica will be an yakochano. Yan twice was say. The arrest follows a complex investigation by the ECO, which has begun on the word trying to find the Catholic Macanos. Okay, and quite was on February 25th, 2025. ECO received intelligence that Boahen has left Ghana for the UK abroad British Airways flight BA078. However, further information suggested that he had continued his travel to Dubai, where he had booked a return flight to Ghana on Emirates flight EK187 for March 21st, 2025. On March 20th, it was revealed that Boahen had cancelled his flight and rescheduled his return for April 8. In response, ECO expanded its surveillance operations, considering the possibilities that Boahen might have returned to London to avoid detention. The operation took a crucial turn when authorities discovered a name similar to that Boahen on the British Airways flight, suggesting that he had altered his name in official documents where Christo ni kronunti watimia tsani din awudifu when nim din to so wono wo hen nim boko no Kenya misem ne yi krono nko a krono NDC for let chiu musi amemani beji wo ho pa monchi akromfo ni nyina monchi obia monchi no yenka krata. On March 21st, 2025, Boahen was intercepted by the Ghana Immigration Service at the Kotoka International Airport as he attempted to use the commercially imported personal terminal. Addressing journalists in Accra on Monday, Dr. Ayini and Boahen is believed to hold multiple passports. Washe. Oh crap. Hey, Boahen. We are Assemblies of God for Deacon. Multiple passports. I don't hear Paul. Paul na ne kura Israel passport no sansu kura eye room passport we Paul okay yento aswe ukọ krata metete osa ana enamo no ukọ krata ni mu so mo say holding multiple national passport. Yoko received that his wife holds British passport. The investigation into his financial dealings has uncovered significant evidence of illicit activities or your unfortunately during his tenure as director of the NSB. Boahen was responsible for overseeing crucial national security infrastructures, including contract with foreign companies. In 2020, he signed a deal with an Israeli company. Who Christo no nam Israel ubuomo kromfo ISC Holdings Limited to purchase cyber defense software for $7 million. Yo yate. However, an audit of the National Signal Bureau financial reviewed that a substantial amount of the money were transferred from the Bureau account to a Boahen private account, BNC Communication Bureau Limited, which he co-owns with his wife. Aye! Only yera creative company. No more Ghana sikagum. Oh, okay. A Christopher, ya chamu yina. Assemblies of God, Deacon and Huaba asem no. Yentwaswe. In total, Boahen is alleged to have transferred approximately 49 million Ghana cedis, around $7 million, from the NSB funds into his personal account, falsely justifying these transactions as payment for the cyber defense system. While an initial payment of 9.5 million Ghana cedis, about $1.75 million, was transferred to ISC Holdings, no further payment were made to the company. Instead, subsequently funds were diverted for personal use, including investment and transfer to unknown parties. Dr. Ayene confirmed that IOCO is continuing to investigate into Boahen's financial dealings and has identified several individuals who may have received transfer from his private accounts. The Attorney General Office vowed to hold all those involved in the scheme accountable and ensure that justice is served. It way ayansama abetodwa Boahen oye assemblies of God for Deacon wie sika one na yere kura passport bed ho no ma create nyuma na twi Ghana sika gum yachi nyina emedepa monchi maka ni nyina mfra na ne de na abetodwa amana yehu ni nyina because oye Deacon no ye Kristoni na wo bokono no na ama yehu no and ogina so dem to you to know for pressure top pressure mango voza nyame na ehira me na mu wia Ghana sika nyame tutua mu nyina mokapa yentoa asem no so ne hwede ekusie na according to news no babonten kane no say Attorney General ekoso ne panchi na bibia ededin no Black Rasta bedin komo yenkutie no for na yentie di Attorney General na nkasa obeka ye Joy FM for ma hu news no we de muntie nsema mo tudwa enkofo ne dangerous owu.
Former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, Kwabena Boahen, was arrested last Thursday over allegations of money laundering, embezzlement, and the misuse of state funds. The Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayene, outlined the state's case against him at a news conference today, revealing details of financial crimes linked to a cybersecurity equipment purchased from an Israeli firm. Dr. Ayene disclosed that Boahen used various mechanisms to evade arrest.
On Thursday, March 20th, 2025, EOCO received additional intelligence, that the suspect had cancelled his flight and rescheduled his arrival to Ghana from Dubai to April 18, 2020. That's April 8, not 18. April 8, 2020. On March 20th, around 3 p.m., EOCO's operational team, led by the acting Deputy Executive Director in charge of operations, assessed its operational plan to include the possibility that the suspect could have traveled back to London to fly to Ghana in an attempt to evade surveillance. EOCO assessed with high confidence that the changes made by the suspect in terms of arrival date in Ghana may have been calculated step to mislead investigators and throw them off any possible surveillance.
Investigations have uncovered questionable financial transactions. Boahen allegedly misapplied state funds through bank transfers and other dealings.
He and his wife, Miss Angela Boahen, registered a company on October 23, 2018, which they named, and listen carefully, BNC Communications Bureau Limited. It is important to note that the similarity between the names here, that is BNC, was designed, to engage in a criminal enterprise. Mr. Boahen, who is the head or who was the head of the BNC, and his wife are listed as directors of the private BNC. On October 26, 2018, the couple opened a corporate account for their private BNC at Universal Merchant Bank, UNB. In his capacity as director of the national BNC, Mr. Boahen on January 30th, 2020, signed a contract on behalf of the government of Ghana and the National Security Council on the one hand, and on the other hand, an Israeli company called ISC Holdings Limited. The contract was for the purchase of a cyber defense system software at a price of $7 million United States of American dollars. Let us call this contract the GOG ISC contract.
He is also accused of embezzling over 39 million cedis, diverting public funds for personal use.
That is to say that the sum of 39,462,480 Ghana cedis of taxpayers' money went into their private pocket. The investigation has revealed that the ultimate beneficial owner of BNC Communications Limited is another company known as Advantage Solutions Limited. 10 other companies are through a very complex web of shareholding and directorship connected to Mr. Boahen and his wife, Angela.
According to the Attorney General, Boahen and his wife used the funds to acquire landed properties in Accra and other locations.
The properties that are in their names are as follows. We have number 2 Stream Park Drive, Mayfair Estates, LA, that is Accra. For that, they deposited, and we have the deposit slip as well as the receipt from the estate developer, $1 million United States of American dollars. Number 6, Edith Avenue, Mayfair Estates, Accra. Deposit 500,000 United States of America.
And na Boahen to anatin sisi ya kasa Assemblies of God mu Deacon owie sika worof one ne yere ya gye omo passport nyina a enya asem ketwa sei omo wo mmara nim a ye hwe Kwabena ne ba ko pewu sika we hye ne to ene wote Ghana na Ghana nam na mo bobesia yo ya tinya metutu mu nyina mka bako na Black Rasta sisa asem ya si wanka bi kura nkanye wadi hu nkom wonde wote akonya no so ene wo huri sei ya otimi sei na adwini ni nyina mu hyehye no.
My brother, my sister, sometimes I am tempted to want to resurrect Rollins from the dead and reversing the time all the way to 1979 so that bullets will riddle the bodies of people like this. I don't want to prejudice the case. Neither do I want to preempt anything. But I am hurt. My brother, if you listen to what I read, they said what? Public funds. Funds from your pockets, my pockets, my wife's pockets, your wife's pockets, maybe even your children's pockets, depending on how old they are and whether they are employed or not. My brother, the nation went into doldrums. The nation had a big jolt, economic jolt. We had to give people haircuts, which sent them into early graves, a lot of them. Many are still battling with terminal illnesses. Others have long relocated into cold, dark graves. My brother, my sister, many are still sitting here in limbo, not knowing if their investments will ever come back to them. It brings tears into my eyes, literally. My brother, my sister, the nation, in a very, very dramatic jingoism, initiated a demonic levy known as the E-levy. We saw the wanton display of wealth when the government in power shipped people in private jets and chartered flights from different parts of the world in order to vote for this deadly demonic E-levy. They celebrated it with an E-levy cake and kenke parties to celebrate the money that they borrowed into the country to saddle my children, your children, with debt. Whilst all these dramatic jingoisms were going on, my brother, my sister, some were fattening up on the taxpayers' money. Allegedly, Boahen, $7 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, he signed a contract allegedly on behalf of the country Ghana, my country, your country, with an Israeli company, RLC Holdings. My brother, a few days later, he siphoned over 270,000 Ghana cedis into a private account. That was just the beginning. Osmosis continued to go on. Money was siphoned, my brother, my sister, from places of low energy into places of high energy and otherwise into his wife's accounts. Today, the Attorney General has been able to see this. The government in power was busily looting. They could never, ever catch another looter. They say when thief man, God laughs. As for the Nana Akufo-Addo government, Bawumia government, Satan is waiting for them in hell. My brother, my sister. These were people who quoted the Bible at the least provocation. They claim to be Muslim. My brother, my sister, even though many said that they were very, very un-Islamic. Today, my brother, my sister, from National Service Secretariat, ghost names in there, all the way through to NSB. Contract money siphoned and ballooned into private accounts. Should these people not be shot and killed and buried in unmarked graves? I am angry. They never cared about the millions who suffered under trees as schools. They never cared about the millions who slept on the bare floor, dirty floors of our hospitals with no doctors and nurses to take care of them, having run away all the way to England to ply yet another batch of their trade. My brother, they lived in opulence while the people dissipated into oblivion. I am shocked. And these people are called human beings. Are they not worse than pigs? Should they not be shot and killed and buried in unmarked graves like in the days of Rawlins? It hurts. This is just a little fry. F-R-Y. A little fry. It means camphor, little fish. How about the bigger fishes? If a little fry can balloon and steal and divert $7 million American dollars into private accounts, then you can imagine the big ones whose names I do not want to mention because I have no money to go to court. My brother, my sister, if a little non-entity of a fry can steal this amount of money allegedly, then you can imagine the big fishes, the whales and the sharks in the party. You see why I have no mercy for all thieves or young thieves? You could be as old as Methuselah, as long as you are a thief. We beat you the same way we will whip a 19-year-old thief. I can't wait for Nanado and the rest of them to face justice. I am sad that our constitution continues to protect thieves and rots. I want to applaud John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, on the fact that he is trying to review the constitution. My brother, my sister, is it not hurtful? Is it not sad? We are going to follow up on this and see how it pans out. But to the Attorney General, thank you so much for this expose. Please continue and be quick with some of these proceedings in court. I know you are under pressure, but please work against time. Congratulations.
How to use the laser home kit. First, apply the gel directly to the tooth surface as demonstrated on the video. Second, connect the light to your phone using the USB provided. Leave the light shining on your teeth for 16 minutes. Fourth, rinse your mouth and the mouthpiece with water. cold water. And lastly, smile. Using the toothpaste separately. Brush twice daily with the toothpaste. Bear in mind, this product is not suitable for pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, and children under 18 years old. Enjoy!
I am Bushafo. So we pair a sifita structure of the and the enough for Hokodom unique laser whiten. Any tea stains, coffee stains, smoking stains, beer, unique laser whitening product. Ebaying in every summer, come. The Oyan is so befraying. I was 079-9979-2330. Unique laser whitening, or say Muni Sesso.
Unique. Pennyforce, Bibu, we are sitting near that, near Tupnum, Nanepa Bonifonti, and was so more bumble here, Nanepa Mudi, Pro Technologies, and American Farmer, Anne, Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton, Esa install CCTV cameras in the Sour Ghana, and NASA brochure, now fear Ghana. Now, pursue CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and then Sour. We have CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and our intercom, and our satellite TV, home theater, so Pebiato, and our water, and our Pesebe install them out. Pro Technologies, and our South Fryer, Nashan so. Say Fidia in from America, Butchman, and this and Papa now Padia, man, you know, none of one to that form. Make sure you know the web Butchman, any branch, our Ghana, you know, brow brain, into Sika Fire and Sem, Symphony Padema or Ghana, or da. Nanya Tennessee, yes, general construction. So web brochure, no peso si for Ghana, a day plan be a peso, so I shall see that, and now for no peso. Plain beer, ye be and which so here solar power, and now Bamba once and send the idea. When you need our so, near Sansia smart home, a pair from video be a pesticide, a wolf fear, and our chuma de mawo, when you need our so. We are just a call away, near Sansu are there, the Mahain, and now for brochure to Ghana. Now open full house, room, and now apartments are high. For short term and now long term, ye be more piano board that form. Now Bamba once and dear, man, you know, and ye interior decoration. So as if you're and I assume fear na mount. Yes, sign decoration. Your best yes, you'll be and now officer at the amount. And where is so don't forget me. Now who can first install it? And none settings, ye bay at the amount. Our Ghana, Ubehuyan, when Mirror Fradenta, Edward Yacha Dodoa, Ubehuya, our Ashi, Yene Emmalin Pharmacy, and what the same building. For information or WhatsApp 401-7570-300 and a plus 401-6992-254. Pro Technologies. We have the solutions for your security and home entertainment needs at affordable prices.